Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to revisit a topic which I think I made like around 4 months ago, which is how on steroids people just treat you different, and specifically women treat you different. That's the most important thing, right? But even guys do, and I'm going to touch upon both of those topics because it overlaps, right? Just people in general treat you differently. And so I'll cover the obvious one first, which is you just have better muscle mass and you carry yourself better. And muscle is, specifically for women, one thing that they are attracted to, that's for sure. And muscle definition, muscle mass, being a slightly bigger guy. So that's an important thing, right? And the reason for that is it's just there's some kind of evolutionary component to it, which just shows that you are a better suitor for them, a better mate who's able to protect them. Because back in the day, when during more dangerous times, and you know, even today can be a dangerous time, you're walking down the street, somebody could attack you and your family. They want somebody who's going to be able to be dangerous when it comes down to a situation. They don't want a weak man who's going to cower. They want somebody who's going to be not a bit aggressive, can be very aggressive and very violent if the situation needs be. And being so is being strong, okay? Being out, because obviously stronger people have that ability to be strong. And that doesn't mean that you're not a nice guy, you're just a violent person per se, but it just means that if it came down to it, that's part of the historical evolutionary factor of why it's important. And it's the reason why in a lot of other species, I don't know, there's a bird that fucking does a dance and shows off his wingspan or some shit, right? We just show off our wingspan, which is our arms, and that's pretty much it. And girls are gravitate towards that, okay? So it's very simple. I got that one out of the way, most obvious one, okay? The second one is masculinity. This is part of the 3Ms that I always talk about, but being masculine is a bit more behavioral. It can be on an appearance as well. It can be on a very more superficial level, but more so it has to do with your behavior and the aura about yourself, okay? How you react to situations, how you control social situations, and just like a calm presence, okay? Masculine guys, they're not jittery so much, like as guys who show all these nervous twitches and things, okay? And that's one thing I noticed when I started taking testosterone. I had less of those, okay? Because I believe a lot of these nervous twitches comes down to anxiety that might come down to having low T levels, okay? It's just, I think there's very much something of validity there, okay? But as well, so there's a calmness, masculinity being calmness, confident, cool, but have a presence about you, okay? And an example that just happened, I was just in a beer store. I just picked up a few beers for myself tonight. And I was behind this couple, and I could tell the guy was getting all jittery because he noticed me in front of his girl. I think he was nervous because his girl was actually really reasonably good looking. She was a really nice body on her. But I could tell both of them were a bit like nervous because they saw that I was behind him. I'm wearing a muscle shirt. I was a lot hotter. I'll just be honest. I was a lot hotter than that guy was, okay? So it was an insecurity, and you could see all of his nervous twitches and things. He wasn't acting very masculine in the confidence, you know what I mean? And the girl was having these tells that, you know, she noticed me as well and was acting nervous as well, right? And they're like, oh, sorry, you can go ahead and things. And then when I go into the cash register, this other guy's like, oh, I'm sorry, here, you can put your beer down here and things. Like, everybody's just apologizing to me in this fucking store. And like, that type of thing doesn't happen when you don't like have this masculinity presence about you, and you don't have a good build. People don't treat you like that. I get it all the time. I go to the gym and I like turn a corner to go in the change room or something, and there's another guy there, and the guy's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, what the fuck are you apologizing for, man? In my mind, I don't say that to him, but I'm like, what a bitch, like, in my mind. But, like, I don't know. I know it's in Canada, everybody's like, oh, I'm sorry, right? We're nice people in Canada, I get that. But it's like, what? There's no reason for an apology. Like, I didn't do anything. Like, you didn't do anything to me. But it's just like a subserve. You know what I mean? It's like when you look at somebody and they put their head down. It's body language, but as well social language, behavior. Again, comes down to behavioral. That, again, is all part of the masculinity that I'm talking about. Okay? I believe also people treat you different because you're literally putting off massive amounts of pheromones into your immediate environment. Like, you're just projecting it, okay? And, like, just like people who are on testosterone and things, they have different kind of sweat, which, can cause all pimples and things, and the perspiration, okay? That you're just perspiring, like, pure male hormones, like pheromones, okay? And there's been a lot of studies on this, so I'm not bullshitting you on this, where even with women, like, women were putting their vaginal juices and using it as perfume and things, and they did like a blind date or something with a guy, and then the guys rated which ones were more attractive, and the ones that used their vaginal juices, they're covered in their own vaginal juices, did a lot better, because us guys are attracted to the scent of a vagina, okay? And it's just like how dogs sniff each other's genitals out. It's the same kind of thing, okay? But it's even more complex than that. Pheromones, and I think we don't even really understand it totally to the true extent that I think we should, because the nose is a complex thing, and I could go on this whole topic. It's kind of going off topic, but like, scent is like one of the most overlooked senses, because like obviously we're so eye focused and ear focused and touch focused, right? But how powerful is scent when it comes to memory and other things like that, right? There's a direct connection with the olfactory senses with our brain, and the primary center of our brain, okay? And there's a reason why, again, going back to dogs, they sniff everything, like they follow their scent, and other animals, primates and whatever else, use their scent. I tend to think we kind of lost it, but we're not. We're still directly connected to that. And again, going back to when you're on steroids and you're pumping out massive amounts of pheromones and testosterone and things, like, people will sense that subconsciously. I guarantee it. Okay. Now I'm going to go into the more female side of thing benefit, and I'm not single anymore. Okay, I haven't been single the whole time I've been taking testosterone, so I can't be a total reasonable way to look at this, but I know just on how generally my interactions with women go in general, and they're a lot better now. Okay, and part of it has to come down to, and I'm way more sexual energy than I ever have, although, like, it's not like I'm projecting like a nervous sexual energy or thing. It's like a very confident one. Like, I don't care, I'll check a chick out right in front of her and like look at her back in the eyes and be like, yeah, I just checked you out, but then I don't keep doing it like I'm like a perv or anything, right? Like, girls will sense that you're checking them out, and if you don't act like, oh, I was trying to hide it from them, they're like, whatever, I'll check you out, and then they don't care, and then I can see they don't care. Okay, they're like complimented by it, because, or like they show interest, like they smile or something. It's like that type of interaction, that the fact that there's like more of a sexual component to who you are as an individual, carries out into the mating game side of things, if you want to call it that. Yeah, well, if you want to, that's exactly what it is. It's called pair bonding. The mating game, if you look at, again, going to birds that fucking beep, 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 flap their wings around and chirp a song, and then there's a female bird sitting on a branch looking at this little male bird doing his thing, and then she either makes the decision to go mate with him or not, right? Like, the same thing happens with humans, but with different behavior, different song and dance, but nonetheless still happens, okay? And the whole part of the mating ritual is which one of these, which one of the males has the cojones, essentially, has the balls, has the fucking right compounds within him, because that's going to make him an evolutionary superior prospect than the rest of the guys who don't dance well, or don't dance at all, or don't sing at all, or don't have anything about them that a pattern on their back, or whatever the fuck else is the mating ritual and selection that particular species does. Okay, and this goes all across all types of species and kingdoms of everything. Okay, and we're no different. But it also goes down to not just the mating game, but as well the social game and how males interact, because even within male circles there's a type of hierarchy, and the hierarchy also has to come down to the guys who are leaders and the guys who are followers. The follow of the group and the leaders of the group. If you got 12 guys, there's going to be a fucking leader of that group, I guarantee it. And there might be some competition of who the leader of the group is, and by busting each other's balls or literally fighting or something at some point, cause some conflict. It happens. And then there's the followers of the group that, just go with the gang of things, and they're the ones who are least likely to I think be fulfilled in life, right? Well, they just lack the pheromones, and potentially are the ones who are going to get left out of the mating game, and their genetics are not going to be passed down to the next generations, and that's the sad reality of the truth of things. Now, it doesn't mean that you need to have steroids to do that, but I think it is definitely one of the things that would help in your mating selection ability with females, but as well how you carry yourself in your professional career, your friend circle, and just your life in general. Like even my immediate family treats me different now since I've been on it. Okay, they used to kind of push my buttons a little bit back, like a year or two ago, and treat me not as good. But lately, I stand up for myself a little bit better in my presence and my aura, and I'm bigger now, and things that I think they think twice about doing the things they used to say to me before. So anyway, and also, I think every sphere of life now is definitely improved under taking steroids. Now, this isn't something to sell you guys on to take it, especially if you're a younger guy. Probably don't do it. If you're an older guy over 35 and you definitely want to step up, maybe you are single and you want to step up your weightlifting game, you're a bit of a late bloomer or a bit late to the game as far as working out to get a big build and things, and it's affecting your love life and in other aspects of your life, then maybe it's something to take into consideration. And if so, leave in the comments section below. And again, I'm not selling on it, but it's like if it's something that you would consider, I can at least point you in the right direction on that. Okay. So leave in the comments section below, send me a message, and I'll do personalized video to you guys. Anybody who comments on that, okay, and who has a specific question, I'll make a personalized video, I promise. So thank you for watching, guys. What are your thoughts on the points I made in this video? Again, leave in the comments on what you think. Am I right? Am I wrong? Anything else I should have added? I think I pretty well covered everything that I wanted to cover in this video. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great evening. Peace.